so lovely to see you again. Today we are going to continue practicing our cursive handwriting, and some of the work that I saw was very nice, and others there's just one or two things, and I'm going to address that in this lesson today. But before I go any further, I just want you to make sure that you have your pencil, your eraser, your sharpener, and a nice clean surface to work. Also, when you have a piece of paper, a blank paper is the best. I prefer that. But you could also use a normal lined paper to do your work on. I would suggest that if you use a lined paper, that you write over 3 lines and then leave 1 line open in between. Also remember to put the video on pause when you write, so that I don't talk further and disturb you with new information while you are busy writing. So, but you will know if it worries you or not, and if you can keep up. If you fall behind, just pause the video for whichever reason. Okay, so like we always did, you're going to write the date, you're going to write your name and surname, and then you're going to write the date. Can you believe it? Today is the 22nd of April. So this is a very special day for all of us, because we're getting closer and closer to the end of lockdown. And hopefully we'll see each other soon. But for now, we're going to go straight into our eye exercises again. Remember, we always start with this one. So put your thumb in front of your eyes and stretch it out, following with your eyes. Look up at the back, come back and forward. Look up, back to your thumb, come back. Forward, up, back to your thumb and back. Forward, up, back to your thumb and back. Remember to keep your head still now. I want you to draw lines with your eyes on the ceiling, on the edge of the ceiling. So let's go from the left to the right. I'm just drawing the lines with my eyes. See, I'm keeping my head still. And now let's go from the right to the left. That's very good. Okay, so this morning I want us to do a few breathing exercises before we go further. So remember, when you breathe in, don't go yeah, just breathe in on your, make sure that you are using your diaphragm to breathe in. So I'm putting my hand there, you can do the same. Okay, let's breathe in through our nose and hold it. 2, 3, 4, and slowly out. Okay, and in again. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. You can do this with your hands. Okay, so breathe in again. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. That's good. Remember, you've got a brain. Do you know you have a brain? Okay, we're going to switch on our brain now. How do we do that? You start under your eyes. You go down. And there, find those 2 funny bones there, and you wiggle it, because some of the arteries taking blood to your brain is there, and if we disturb them, they send more blood, and your brain is switched on. Okay, so is your brain on? Well done. Okay, now put your 2 thumbs up like this. Okay, put your thumbs in your ear, hook your fingers around the shell of your ear, and roll out from the inside of your ear out. Okay, so this is going to help you to listen to instructions carefully. So we start from the top and we go to the bottom, and we're going to do this 8 times. There we go. And this is quite a calming thing to do. It's amazing, you know. your ear is actually such a wonderful thing that you have to just help you to be calm. Believe it or not, some of us have ears, but our brain forget that we have ears and we don't use them. Okay, then let's go to the bottom there, and all done. Right, so now I want you to remember that we do a special pencil grip. The pencil grip is done like this. I've got a pen here, but it works the same for a pencil. Okay, so now these two naughty pinching fingers must come down, and you pick up your pencil. The tall finger curls around, and you slide forward. There we go. So now you've got your pencil in the correct position. The tall finger at the bottom and these two at the top. I know some of you are used to a different finger grip, but you have to practice this one, especially when it comes to cursive, so that you can flow nicely. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to take, you have to take your paper again, and we're going to fold it together if you have the blank paper. Otherwise, you can use your lined paper. So you take this corner, you take that corner, you put it on the two corners at the top, press it down. And I can see some of you are doing it quickly today because you've practiced it 2 mornings in a row. Okay, and then you take that corner and that corner, and you fold it up, you put it on the top corners, and you slide it. So now we have 4 lines. Okay, so you all know how the lines work. I want you to fill up this space in your lines where you write. But before you start, and other mornings I've forgotten to tell you this, but you can take your ruler and draw a line, just a small line at the top, where you can write the date and the day and your name. Okay, so you just use a small space. You see, that's the top of my page there, and that's where the line is drawn. So in this small space here, you can just write your name and surname, and also today's date. That's awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start with our patterns. Something that I did see is some of you, when you go down, you make the bottom corner a sharp corner going up. Now that is what we don't want. Okay, so we're going to work against this today. What we're going to do is just practice going down, doing it round at the bottom and away. I know some of you are good with it, and I want to commend you on it. Let's see if you make good progress, and if you work nicely today, I might have a small surprise for you tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. So we go, I'm just going to start at the top because we're going to concentrate on the round corner at the bottom. So we go down, around, away. And remember, straight down. We space at the top when we start at the top. This is a good example. We're starting at the top now, so then I space at the top. Down, around, away. Can you see that's a round corner there? You don't have to make those circles. Okay, so now we start at the top again. Straight down, around, away. There we go. That's already a lot better. Okay. Down, around, away. Always remember to follow through to the end of your page. Remember, a handwriting lesson is a practice lesson. So this is where we practice our skills. Practice makes perfect. The more we practice, the better we get. Okay, well done, well done. I can see you really put in the effort and you got that right. So here we go with the next line now. Now remember our line coming up, and some of you were making these lines coming up a little bit too much, just straight up, but I prefer them a little bit more slanted. So we're going to go up, straight down, small around away, straight down, small around away. Lift your hand. We're going to do lots of 2 with this today. Okay, so put your finger at the top because we start at the top. So we go, oh no, we're starting at the bottom, sorry with this one. We go up, down, smaller round, up, down, smaller round, and away. I can feel my ears are nice and warm and my brain is switched on. That's wonderful. I hope you experience the same. Okay, so we go up, straight down, smaller round, up, straight down, smaller round, and away. There we go. So you've done your lots of 2. Now we are going to practice writing the cursive E. So this is what it looks like, and we wrote it yesterday as well. Up, down, around, away, dot. And when we write in cursive, you must always remember we complete a word or we complete a letter before we do the dot or the cross if we have to draw a line. So we're going to complete the whole letter. Up, straight down, smaller round, up, dot. Spacing at the bottom, up, straight down, smaller round, away, dot. And I know you're putting the dots now, so you need to make this a good habit, because when you get older, yes, a lot of children forget to make the dots. So I know, but you're going to be different. You guys will remember. Up, straight down, smaller round, up, dot. There we go. Now, I know some of you are thinking, how would you write the E in a word? Okay. So sometimes this up line looks a little bit different when you put it in a word. So I'm just going to show you something now, but we're not going to write it now. Say for instance, we write the word bin. Okay. You see the B in cursive looks like this. Look at the line there. Instead of the up line, I just have a little bracket there. Then I go down, around, away. And that's how it fits into another word. I wasn't supposed to lift my hand, but here I carry on with the N now. The N still looks like a N. And only then do I put my dot. And that's how it fits into another word. Okay. But that's a lesson for another time. So we're just going to keep on practicing now. And the 4th line is where we do our pattern. And please try not to lift your hand. And remember, it's straight down, smaller round, away. Don't lift your hand. There we go. And away. Well done. Yesterday we put these little special additions in to make snow on the mountain. And we can do that again. I just like anything to make the work less boring, because sometimes when we practice things, we don't really want to practice because it's a bit boring. So we just make our work pretty with these patterns of the snow on the mountain. It is something, just a nice little thing. You can also color in your patterns at the bottom. It's a mountain with an ice top, you know. I'm not going to go all the way there, but maybe today we're going to improve our creativity just for fun. Let's put the sun in between, because now the ice is going to start melting. You see? If we put the sun in between. There we go. And you can color it. It can look beautiful. I'm looking forward to your nice work, grade 2s. Please remember to send it in before you go. Always remember, when you work, you have to support your hand with one hand, your work with one hand. Put one hand on the book and you write with the other hand. Otherwise, the paper or the book just moves around and you don't have the control that you need. Bye-bye for now.